What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Auto Heroes, and today, well, we need to talk about the one, the only, the best hero in the game right now, and that is Lord of Fear Aspen, because we kind of thought he would be falling off in certain game modes, like the new Void Campaign bosses, the Void Invasion bosses. Turns out, no, he's still absolutely amazing. He's part of the best team for one of the most fun game modes for a lot of players, Star Expedition, and, well, it's just he's good everywhere in the game, whereas other heroes might be slightly better in a lot of game modes, like way in the late game, but even on our account here, he's still our number one. So let's talk about it, because there's new game modes coming out, and it looks like he's actually going to be the best in those game modes too, so hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let's jump. I don't think anyone can really argue that this hero has quickly become the most usable and useful hero in the entire game. And when you really think about it, he was what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He was the 6th Transcendence hero to come out, the last one of the original 6 that were old school heroes. Now, I mean, let's be honest, Aspen had been doing some crazy stuff back in the day, even just as a 6-star hero, clearing Sealand 20 with some carries and Amun-Ra. So his already awesome hero was even better. Heck, he's the only hero in the game that literally has a game mode named after him. So I almost feel like it's fitting that he holds the title right now. And a lot of it comes down to, well, his active ability is just a monster. Not only does it have a ton of different hits, not only does it also CC, it's also godly against bosses because of Demon King's might. It's just insane, as Lord of Fear Aspen deals harsher damage to the enemies who dare challenge his majesty. For bosses who cannot be inflicted with the fear effect, Aspen deals extra 100% damage. That actually goes up to like 120, and it steals attack from them. So if you actually take a look at his active here, he steals 30% attack from the enemy. Well, one thing we just noticed with the video we put out earlier from Aku Demon's data mine sheet is that this is probably going to be a huge amount of attack he's stealing from the new Broken Spaces bosses. This is another scenario where, again, we thought, I literally thought this was going to be finally a boss game mode where, you know, Doom Terminator Vulcan, Star Swordsman Mockman, even Asmodel Adonis could really shine. However, they made it so that the boss was just so overpowered, and the minions were just like, they kind of do some damage. They didn't really do anything super crazy powerful, but the boss is the main issue, which means you don't really care about AoE, because number one, they also added a taunt effect to him, so you need to have insanely high control immunity, or doesn't matter if you have AoE, it's only hitting the boss anyway, or you run a hero like Lord of Fear Aspen, who literally specializes in nuking down and destroying single target heroes. Not only that, is if you are going to be building him as one of your main heroes, it's not a bad idea investing in his core, because of course going for the noble core of origin will eventually unlock his destiny transition tree, which is a lot of extra damage, trust me guys. And on top of that, I'm actually a huge fan and use this core all the time. If you guys have never actually looked at it, it's really awesome. At the beginning of battle, everybody on your team gets a layer of this devil armor. If Lord of Fear Aspen defeats any enemy, it again grants every hero on your team devil armor again. When an ally releases base attacks or active skills against feared enemies, Lord of Fear Aspen additionally launches a 400% attack on them. So that's, again, additional damage he's dealing. And if he's your main damage dealer, any extra damage is good. When an enemy is feared, increases all allies except himself attack by 4% and damage reduction for 3 rounds. That damage reduction is what I use a lot of the times to help keep our team alive. And then beyond that, the devil armor that you're applying at the beginning of battle, every layer of armor increases the control immunity of your team. It does decrease over rounds, but that control immunity has been so huge in so many scenarios for our team, especially when you're already doing you're already subliming, or not subliming, you're already doing imprints and you're grabbing the 35% control immunity. It might not sound like a lot, but an additional amount, I mean, it's different based on the level of your core, of course, but any extra control immunity in a lot of these newer game modes is very, very, very important. And like I said, his destiny transition is absolutely insane. His second node over here has 2 different ones. One that'll let him do like AoE type damage, the other one that is capped by his HP, but that's really solid. The one up here is absolutely amazing. Additionally deals 800% damage to all enemies. That one's really, really good. Or of course this one, if the HP is no less than 50, additional damage, really awesome. He just has so many cool things. Reduces the target's armor, increases all damage dealt, and when you finally get to his fully unlocked level, it's an insane amount of damage. Plus he gets a reduction of the enemy attack, so not only are you stealing attack, you're also reducing their attack. It's doubling up on it, and it's doing so much. Granted, it's going to take a while for the average player to get to the Destiny transition, but the insane thing that I've seen is a lot of people getting through like even chapter 3 with their Lord of Fear Aspen carry. So if you guys have been wondering, if you're in the early game, you have an Eloise, you have a Fairy Queen Vessa, and you're about to build a second Transcendence hero, you immediately get rid of that Fairy Queen Vessa, you build Lord of Fear Aspen, and you build Scarlet Queen Halora. Those things are super important, because not only do you need that extra power from the extra Transcendence heroes, and Queen gives you that additional all damage dealt, they're also tenants, which is perfect. You got the second slot right here, and you have a Phantom Defier Elena that you're going to build as your third Transcendence hero. One of the best Transcendence heroes tenants around too. His first slot is flexible. You can build Drake if you want to have a more usable hero in other game modes, or you can just build the better tenant, which is a Lord of Fear Aspen. And then you want to build an Ankurimaru. At least you have one non-light or not dark hero in the form of Ankurimaru, but he's just such a flexible hero. So many amazing things you can do with him, and it's main reason why he is essentially our strongest hero on our account. We just invest everything into him. We're actually going to be going further in his Destiny transition as soon as we have some more resources. We're going to try to get him up to level 3, and we're going to see what he does, because unlocking more and more skills on him is just going to be more damage. And again, I think one of the most favorite game modes for a lot of players out there is Star Expedition, and his strategy is still one of the best. I think I still have a Star SE Boss team lineup. Yeah, pretty much this right here. It's still the best damage dealer, especially since I imagine Doppelganger Natalia will be nerfed by the time it comes around again, but he is just such a strong hero, and it's one hero that you can invest in from day one, and you're never gonna have any downsides, because literally even as like an E5 hero, he'll get you your Dark Sealand 20 clear very easily, and then when you transition him over here, he'll get you up to like Sealand 30 without too much difficulty. He is just the man, the best hero, and I'd love to hear what you guys think. I know I always harp and I say I love Doom Terminator Vulcan, but there are some things Doom Terminator Vulcan just can't do. Is he probably the better option for things like Void campaign progress in the later stages? Yes, but very early on, you really cannot beat Lord of Fear Aspen, and it's just absolutely crazy what this hero can do. So let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Hit that subscribe button. Let me know if you guys built Lord of Fear Aspen yourself, or sorry, should I say Lord of Fear Asbu? Asbu the best. You guys next time.